my way 切り開いてゆけ
Hello everybody! Infinite Shinjo here, and welcome back to the next episode of Let's Talk Anime. Normally at this point in the video, I would say that I have 3 discussions from you guys on what to discuss in this video, but today is going to be a bit of a different day. The main reason that today's video's format is like this is because I haven't been able to watch any other requests just because I've been so busy, so I decided to do a little bit of a different video for this time, and hopefully by the time that this video comes out, I would have caught up on the suggestions that you guys have given me. Today's topic is going to be kind of similar to what I have already done, just a little bit different. In past videos, I've used 2 topics that you guys have given me and one of my own topics on an anime that I suggest for you to watch. And so today, I figured to look back on the anime that I have watched and see which ones I think that you should watch that I haven't discussed about yet. That probably sounds like a pretty clunky and not well put together title, but today's video is going to be 3 anime that I would recommend if you haven't watched them yet. I'm probably going to put a very shortened title for that in the title of this video, so there you go. I don't have any notes written out for any of this video, so it's probably going to be kind of hectic and kind of scatterbrained, but I fully accept that that's how my videos are going to be from now on. The first anime for today is Konosuba. I know that there's a full title for it, like Konosuba, God's Blessing on This Wonderful World, or something like that, but I just prefer to call it Konosuba just because it's a shorter explanation of it. Now, I'm sure if you're any sort of anime fan, you've heard this premise before. The main character gets sucked into a video game, and antics ensue. This has been shown all the time with anime like Sword Art Online, for example. But Konosuba takes it in a bit of a different approach. While it does still have that whole video game sort of atmosphere about it, it does it in a bit of a different way. While a lot of these anime in the genre are super kind of melancholy and dramatic, like we gotta take care of this guy or else they'll destroy the entire world, Konosuba does that, but they have a lot more comedy with it than a lot of these shows. I can't really explain what I love about it, but I'm going to try my best. To start, all 4 of the main cast, which we eventually meet, Sato Kazuma, Megumin, Aqua, and Darkness, they're all like one big dysfunctional family, all with their good points and their bad points as well. And their personalities together are just too hilarious. I can honestly say that Konosuba is one of the more recent anime that I've watched that I couldn't help myself from laughing. One thing that I will say negative about it is Season 1 in comparison to Season 2 is kind of lackluster in a way, in my opinion. Not that Season 1 is bad, it's just that Season 1 is introducing these characters and how their interactions are going to be, but then Season 2 is where things really take off in a hilarious way. In Season 2, they take a lot more liberty with the crazy funny faces that the characters make in between frames, kind of like how Sun and Moon does. And honestly, I just love Season 2 a little bit more than Season 1. Not that Season 1 is bad, it's just that the shift between the animation from Season 1 to Season 2 is a bit strange. It's almost like they weren't sure exactly what they were going to do with the show when they started out. I don't know. Now, the second anime that I'm going to be talking about today is Castle Town Dandelion. Now, this one is a bit of a more unique one because honestly, I didn't even hear about it until I went onto a random anime generator and this popped up. And so I decided to give it a watch. The basic premise of this show is there are, I believe, 12 kids aging in range from a little kid all the way up to teenage years, 18 I think. And basically, all of them are in line to be the next ruler of this kingdom or whatever. And basically, they do good deeds around the town to get points in a sense, and whoever gets enough points after a certain amount of time becomes the new ruler. Throughout the episodes of the show, from the start until the end where it's determined who's going to be ruling, we find out everybody's motivation for wanting to rule the kingdom, find out what they're going to do, and find out a little bit of their personalities as well, which I find very interesting because with a group of 12 or 13 kids, it's difficult to flesh out each one of them and give them a distinct personality. And I honestly think Castletown Dandelion does that spectacularly. And the last topic for today is Anohana, the flower we saw that day. And oh my gosh, this anime, I'm not even sure where to begin with this anime. Anohana is the one that I'm most tripping on eggshells trying to discuss because the other two are more episodic, but with Anohana, I do not want to spoil anything from this, but I'm going to try my best to give a description without spoiling it. Anohana follows a group of kids, I believe it's maybe 10 years after they kind of broke off as friends after a tragic incident occurred, and it's basically everybody getting back together, finding out what has happened, and them trying to come to terms with the incident that occurred. I know that seems like a vague description, but again, I do not want to spoil anything from this anime because I really enjoyed this one. But that's the end of today's video. I wanted to try and pick anime that I've watched that not a lot of people really seem to talk about. I know Konosuba is definitely a big talking point for a lot of people, but I don't hear many people talking about Castletown Dandelion or Anohana. Actually, I think I decided to start watching Anohana after a video Mother's Basement made about it. I think that was it. I'll leave it in the description if I find the video that I was talking about. But if you watched any of these three anime, let me know what you think about them down in the comment section below. And since this is a Let's Talk Anime episode, if you have any suggestions for anything that I can talk about in the future, make sure to leave that in the comment section as well. And mock punch that like button if you enjoyed. I think that covers everything for this video, so I'll see you in the next one. Have an awesome day, everybody.